AT&T has donated 2,500,000 to the Committee to Protect Journalists, the Press Freedom Group announced Thursday. AT&T Chairman and CEO Randall Stephenson said in a statement that journalist work is more important than ever, given recent attacks on the press. Journalists around the world do the important work of holding leaders accountable, exposing the truth, and telling the stories that need to be told, Stephenson said. Threats to journalists are, at the very core, threats to freedom and liberty. In light of numerous recent events around the world where journalists have been threatened, harmed, and even killed, we're pleased to support the Committee to Protect Journalists, whose work is more important than ever. The nonprofit's press release mentioned a number of recent cases around the globe of journalists being imprisoned, attacked, or killed, including the high-profile case of Jamal Khashoggi, a Washington Post columnist who was reportedly killed inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul earlier this month. CPJ Executive Director Joel Simon said the organization is deeply grateful to AT&T for the unrestricted donation. This gift enables CPJ to continue confronting the myriad dangers that journalists face all over the world. So why do I have a problem with this? Well, if any of you remember the Espionage Act and Obama's tenure, you remember that he used it to 6 times, for clarification, to imprison journalists, to put them in jail after they exposed certain things about his administration and the federal government while he was in charge. And where was this committee when that was happening? Where was AT&T when that was going on? Were they protesting? Were they saying, "Oh, we need to get those journalists that Obama was putting in jail, out of prison for just doing their job"? No. And as I said before, I'm not condoning calling, all these individuals that the press the enemy of the people or any of that nonsense. But I would prefer, basically, both of them are bad, but it's rhetoric versus an action. And it's part of this thing that these people have been trying to do, which is that this idea that Trump is the doomsday, apocalyptic version of reality that we're all stuck in and getting screwed over with. When in reality, a lot of these particular policies, such as going after journalists for their reporting, were going on years before he got in office. Apparently nobody remembers Chelsea Manning, or Edward Snowden. Whistleblowers have not been treated fairly by U.S. law for quite some time. And the idea that you have a committee that now goes around and says, "Oh, Trump is going to go after the journalists and he's going to do something to them." It's a joke. All these people just keep trying to push this narrative to me, and I say to them, I've been here. I'm not new to any of this stuff. I fully remember the Snowden case when it broke out, or just that scandal when that occurred. And I don't understand how we have a culture now that says, I feel like the real world is trying to replicate what a lot of these comics do, where they'll revamp or reboot their story. So they'll say, "Oh, forget what you thought you knew for the last 20 years." What all these people who are presenting Trump in the way that they are, including this committee, are trying to tell you is, forget all that stuff that happened before with Obama and Bush and probably anybody that came before, most people that came before. Now this is the time to start freaking out and going, "Oh my God, my civil liberties are gone." Like, we didn't get the Patriot Act years and years ago, back in 2001, or the journalist jailings are just now starting. All of it is just them trying to rewrite history and make now seem to be the end all be all, and it isn't. So I don't commend AT&T for doing this. I don't necessarily oppose them doing this. I just think it's grandstanding, and they're trying to play into that same narrative.